I don't want two first-year coordinators going into next year. Like
100%.
you asked me what was next for us. That if we go into next year with two first-year coordinators, I'll
But
be a little bit concerned.
but you guys hit a home run doing that with the two that are leaving,
That was a
correct?
very different situation, though. We were 3-13-1. We were coming off a bad year. There was a rebuild year. And let's not forget that Anthony Lynn was the original offensive coordinator who then was fired. And then we replaced him with Ben Johnson in year two. So when Ben Johnson became the offensive coordinator, that was year two of Aaron Glenn. So
No, I mean, I don't disagree with Mito. Like, if you can do it once, you can do it again.
Especially at that point with lesser talent. I think Campbell already proved that he pulled the right trigger on those because I'm sure that was his decision. I don't agree with that at all. I get where you're coming from because you have the players there that you already know it's successful. So coming in with a new fresh coordinator that's probably going to try to do too much could hurt. But I mean, you guys already proved it one time already. I don't agree with that.
this is my thing though, okay? So do we this is a very popular name in the organization or with the Lions beat writers around the Lions, fans and whatever, is Kelvin Shepard, for example. The linebackers coach, he's the favorite to be promoted to DC if Aaron Glenn leaves. You guys mentioned a name earlier, Robert Saleh, a proven defensive
No, that's
coordinator.
yeah, that's different. That's
But
completely
that's
different.
what I'm trying to say. I don't to just promote Kelvin Shepard and not do our due diligence would be
No, no,
not a good thing
absolutely.
for me. And Robert Saleh is like my number one pick. It makes all the sense in the world. Does Robert Saleh want to come here? I don't know. Does Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes want him here? I don't know. But as a fan of the team, I would love I would love Robert Saleh here.
But
What he
here's
does,
where
like
you.
his defensive style would be amazing and amazing fit here.
Sorry to cut you off, Jose.
You're
Here's
good.
what
You're
I think
good.
is going to happen. On defense, you can afford to bring in, I believe, whoever you want. You don't have to promote from within. Maybe it is Calvin Shepard. Maybe it's Robert Saleh. Who knows? On offense, I don't think there's any chance we go outside of the organization because you have Jared Goff locked up in a contract who thrived under Ben Johnson. So are you going to go a completely different direction and just hope Goff follows suit? If I'm Dan Campbell, absolutely not. I need to do everything I can if I'm Dan Campbell to encapsulate Goff with whoever most resembles Ben Johnson and who worked with Ben Johnson so that he can continue to be successful. And the popular name on offense for that is Tanner Engstrand, is our passing game coordinator, who had a lot of buzz last year because everybody thought Ben Johnson was leaving then. He could have been our OC this year. So that's what I believe is going to happen with OC. And I honestly, like, bro, we win or lose with Goff no matter what now. We're locked in. We signed him, right? You're not going a different direction. And if you do, man, you better hope that Goff keeps it up. Because if he goes back to Anthony Lynn, Jared Goff, we're all in big, big trouble.
So with what you're saying about Ben Johnson and Tanner Engstrand, and he very well may be promoted. I know he's the popular name, but while Ben Johnson gets all the credit for the offense, and I really think like for the play design, he's really bright while he was here. But Dan Campbell needs to get credit for this offense. That is his offense. It's his offense that we're running. Dan Campbell, believe it or not, I know everyone just has chewing tobacco and bites kneecaps. No, he's the brain of the offense. It's his offense that Ben Johnson took and coached and designed and did everything else. So while I understand what you're saying about going a different direction, it won't because Dan Campbell's still here to call that offense. And he said he's going to have his hands heavy in it. It was one of the things he addressed at his press conference. He will be heavily involved in the offense and with whatever new coach comes in. And he's going to take Jared Goff, and ask him what he wants and take his opinions and note them. And he'll take it under consideration heavily is what he said, right? But I just want to, pump the brakes if we do decide to hire from outside and think it's, it's a whole different direction. It's not because Dan Campbell's still here calling that offense.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I think it just depends on how much hand he wants to have in it. Like he did say in that press conference that you mentioned that he's an offensive guy and he will continue to be involved, but to what degree is my question. And honestly, I don't know how much he was involved with Ben Johnson. Of course, he's still involved and it's his offense, but Ben Johnson gets a whole lot of credit for it. So is it 80-20 in Ben Johnson's favor? I mean, we'll really never know. But that, I think, just solidifies that on defense, we're going a different direction. I mean, because putting all your eggs on the Kelvin Shepherd first time basket makes me as a fan nervous, but Campbell knows better than I do.
Pay attention to the name of Tony Franklin for your OC.
Who's that?
Jared
What did
Goff.
Google just tell you?
Honestly, you care to
No,
shed some light, my boy, or what? Like,
It was, I just confirmed it with Google, but me and my friend were talking about it at work earlier. It's Jared Goff's QB coach in California. He's the OC currently for Louisiana Tech. And if you got that much invested in Jared Goff, why not ask him? Why wouldn't he mention Tony Franklin? We'll see.
All right.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not.
But whatever,
That's fine.
We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
And promoting within with Calvin Shepherd, your worst positional group on your defense would be laughable. So with Jose, I agree with him on that. If they take him over Robert Saleh because Robert Saleh wanted to come here, which we don't know, but if that's the case, that would be very funny.
Well, I don't think the worst positional group thing is totally fair. I mean, Derek
Sorry.
Barnes out for the year, Malcolm Rodriguez out for the year, Anzalone
make
hurt
guys
for
better.
6 weeks.
Got to make guys better.
I mean, he made Jack Campbell better. Jack Campbell beasted it this year. He made Malcolm Rodriguez was a 6th-round pick. He made him better.
Okay.
Alex Anzalone improved when he got here. Like, bro, Calvin Shepherd's done a fantastic job. I'm not taking anything away from that guy. Derek Barnes has also improved since he started. Like, these were good linebackers, bro. They just got hurt.
Yeah, it remains to be seen. My wish for defensive coordinator is Robert Saleh.
I don't think he'll
hope
ever
so.
come here.
I don't think so either, but maybe he will. We'll never know. I will.
It's just
we're
the
gonna find
Chailly
out.
thing, and
He just had to grow up in Darrowborn.
I went to school with you thing. I wouldn't want to deal with it.
We'll see. I think he's the perfect fit.
Seems like a Dan Campbell type dude, bro.
I think
That's if he doesn't get the job in Jacksonville.
I know.
He
Yeah,
could be the
they
head coach.
requested him for a formal. Yeah, he's flying
There's
down
no
there.
way he becomes a head coach.
Why?
There's no way.
Why not?
Hey, don't forget Shahid Khan's Muslim, so
Oh, yeah. You think that plays a factor? Is it
I mean,
Rooney
yeah.
rule for Salah if he gets hired?
Yeah.
He's a minority. He's a minority candidate. Yeah.
Let's go.
He changed his name to Robert, but yeah.
So whatever.
That's a nice thing about AG being hired, by the way. 2 third-round picks. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's huge. One this year, one next year.
Yeah.
Thank you.